I'm very lucky to say I have Master Shield recording artist Lonesome Meadow with me. Welcome to Sudzin Country.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you here. Let's introduce the band one by one and the instruments you play.
I'm Gary Jackson. I'm 13 and I play the banjo.
I'm Mark Jackson. I'm 48 and I play the bass.
I'm John Jackson and I'm 15 and I play the guitar.
And I'm Anne-Marie Jackson. I'm 17 and I play fiddle and mandolin.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Appreciate having you here.
Thanks.
You guys play traditional music, bluegrass gospel. You play all around the Midwest, and you're expanding. I read it according to what I've read. Is that a true statement?
Yep.
How far have you expanded from? What do you call Midwest, and tell me how far you expanded?
Well, we've played this year in Ohio, Illinois, Michigan, Missouri, Indiana, Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida.
That's not bad. Since you established yourself in 2005, you guys are doing good. Now, where's the far reaches you want to go to? Wherever the roads go?
Yep.
Wherever the roads will take you, you're going to go. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. You write all your own music, or majority of the songs that you have on the albums?
We write about a pretty good amount of music.
Who's the head writer, chief writer? Is there a chief writer here?
I've written a couple of tunes. John's written a couple. Anne-Marie's written several. Gary's written a couple. But John does almost all of the music. I think Gary's composed a couple of tunes and Anne-Marie, but all of our vocals, John's done the music and the arranging for.
Wow, good. There you go, buddy. That's nothing wrong with that. Let's talk about your CDs you have out right now, such as Keeping the Music Alive. 7 originals and the rest are covers.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the originals and how did you pick the covers that you're going to play?
We just we start out with a pretty broad list of 20 or 25 tunes, and we record a few and cut them down and just kind of choose the ones we like best. And
now we're talking about the originals?
For both.
Both.
Yeah, just a broad list of everything.
Okay.
Try to play them and watch how the audience responds.
Yeah.
So you play them at your shows before, and then you pick the crowd favorites?
Try
basically,
to
put on it.
Yep.
Okay. When was that CD released?
Last September, I think. We're actually in the studio working on another one now.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, so you have enough songs, you wrote enough songs, guys, to go another one?
Yeah.
You'll make all originals on this one, or
I think we'll still probably do 2 or 3 covers because we have people who've asked for, like, we have our own version of Orange Blossom Special, and we've had lots and lots of people ask that we've recorded.
No kidding. Wow. Well, that's everybody's favorite. That's an old standard out there, you know.
Yeah.
Now, you have another album, Going to Town, which was your second album, and the first one was Finally. Now, these titles, finally, means finally we got the first album out, or is that just...
Well, that's what we called the song, but that's exactly it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, boy, this was a lot of work.
There you go.
We should title there's actually a track on there, an instrumental called Finally, and that's what we use for the title track.
That was another question. You just mentioned something else. Some bluegrass people put instrumentals on, and some don't. Did you put one instrumental on per album, or?
We usually have 2 or 3 at least
and
per
these
album.
instrumentals are fast tunes, upbeat? Who's burning the strings up?
Yeah.
We do waltzes and fast tunes.
Yeah, we usually do one waltz on an album and then a couple of instrumentals, fast ones.
Okay, well, you like the waltzes. Yeah, and you like fast tunes, too.
Yes, I do.
So I guess you go to an album based around her. Talk to me about the difference between a Finally, Going to Town, that means you've been there already, and Keeping the Music Alive is, I guess the song titles are, what's in between all the albums?
I'm sorry.
What is the difference between the 3 albums?
Well, I mean, you know, one is maturity, obviously.
They grew, of course.
They grew, and
voice changes.
And voice changes. We have songs like, you know, we joke about Shady Grove, but that's a song they started, and not only has the arrangement changed, I think we figured out we played it in either 11 or 12 different keys, which is all the keys there are. So.
Okay, well, because of the maturity.
Yes.
Okay. You were on stage with Melvin Goins. How'd that feel? He's a legend.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
How to be.
And that was in 2005, I think.
Right,
and we've shared the stage with him since, but
it actually was it was a year after. It was the same festival that was our first one.
Our first performance, New Beginnings in Chillicothe, Ohio.
How long have you been playing banjo?
About 6 years.
And how'd you get so fast? Practice, practice, practice?
Basically.
There you go. And you play, you switched over to mandolin.
Yeah, I've played 7 on the fiddle and 5 years on the mandolin.
Now, during your show, do you switch between fiddle and mandolin?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so you didn't abandon the fiddle. Now, why did you switch? Or why did you add that instrument? I'll rephrase that.
Lots of bluegrass bands have a mandolin, and some songs sound better with a mandolin in them, and it's easier for me to back up while I'm singing if I'm playing mandolin than it is to play fiddle, because it's really hard to fiddle and sing.
Here's a cool question. What if a song requires a mandolin and fiddle? Then what? You got something to do
I switch back and forth, actually.
Okay.
I have a couple of songs where I play
You
both.
couldn't play them both at the same time.
No, unfortunately.
She's working on it.
They're working on it. I was going to say, there's a talent. There's a talent. Your guitar.
Yeah, I'm guitar.
All right. And you've been playing. I've
been playing for, let's see, what would it be, 6 years now?
Five, 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why did you pick up guitar? That was your. Did you tell him to play guitar? Huh?
Well, Gary chose the banjo, so I kind of got left with the guitar.
There you go.
But
what
I
made
enjoy
you play
it.
banjo? Why did you want to play banjo?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you're doing a great job of it.
Thanks.
There's nothing wrong with that. So what are your goals ahead? What are the goals for Lonesome Meadow?
We've been having a lot of fun. We just like to keep having fun and keep playing for people all over. So
You haven't been to Europe yet or anything? You haven't been going
we'd love
international
to,
yet?
but
We haven't, but we'd love to.
You get there. I need a website.
www.lonesomemeadow.com.
That's easy enough to remember, lonesomemeadow.com. Well, I want to say thanks for being on the show and continued success in your future endeavors with bluegrass music. Why did you guys pick bluegrass just before what?
We just kind of grew up with bluegrass.
Who was the bluegrass? You were the bluegrasser?
Yeah, I'm originally from southeastern Kentucky.
You to blame?
More or less, yeah.
Okay.
More or less.
Okay. Bluegrass music's a great music, though.
It is. I mean, I was surprised. They go to public school and they hear all kinds of things, and I was surprised that they liked it. And I asked them, do you listen to other stuff? And John was about 11 at the time. He said, well, yeah, Dad, but most of those people can't sing.
There you go.
I guess that was part of the explanation.
Make mention before we close. Julie is the mother, your wife.
She drives the van. She does the booking. She is the band. We just play the instruments.
I just want to get Mom in because she plays a very important role in this band.
Yes.